A fighter's pack too. Not,
Fighter's pack.
Yeah,
oh,
not
I heard
Pac-Man.
I heard Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Anyways.
P-A-C-K at the end.
One thing I know about Joey's World Tour is he does not like PS2, so I don't know if he's Tri-State or not by heart, but,
you know what? Based.
It's fine. You know, Battlefield's a good stage for both these characters, you know. Sora's going to be able to live out for a pretty long time. Game Watch has a lot of space to move, and with the platforms, that just extends his combos a little bit more. And right now, just going straight into it, both these players looking pretty good. I feel a little bit of desperateness coming out from both these players. They're just trying to swing, just trying to see who gets the better exchange.
Yeah, with that extra double jump from Sora, as well as just being able to chase down with things like Sonic Blade, you can counterplay things like Game & Watch up special, Fire, very well. Not to mention those extra spells, while they are easily bucketable, especially Thundaga, Fire and Blizzard can be just extremely good at maintaining space. And not to mention, this stage is Sora's best, bar none. The extra platforms really mitigate the troubles that Sora can have in disadvantage, as well as find extra extensions off of playing off of and underneath these platforms. Looking for a couple 2 frames. Oh, and gets to the neutral air, and it was DI'd poorly from Joey's World Tour from Pink Cage, holding straight in, which popped him off the top. And Game & Watch is not going to survive that long if your DI isn't on point. But gotta get used to some of Sora's more awkward DI checks, like on Nair, Fair, and Thundaga.
Yeah, I mean, the way that Sora functions, you know, it's kind of like a basic kind of playstyle. You kind of know what to expect from this character, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you can't prepare for some of the moves that are going to come out, especially with the way that the Nair kind of drags you back in, so he can extend the combos a little bit more. But even then, you know, AmazingMAndrew playing this game really well, understanding, hey, I got no reason to approach. Let me just wait for you to come at me, especially because Game & Watch really doesn't have any approach options except, you know, just running in and just praying for the best, but that up B out of shield, you know. I actually played Joey's World Tour yesterday, and he has a little bit more of a passive playstyle now. He just kind of waits for you to approach, but if you're not approaching him, that kind of just messes up with his game plan.
That's where the importance of positioning can really go into Game & Watch's favor, because you have to respect Game & Watch block, and because Game & Watch can nair or up B out of shield and start combos off of it, which is what Joey's World Tour has really adapted into so well, just playing this insane corner game. But amazing DI and looking for the stock was AmazingMAndrew. Should have cut off the Sonic Blade up on the top platform. Yeah, that would have taken the stock, but just out of reach from the counterattack.
Yeah,
maybe
that
could have
was
spaced down tilt there.
Honestly, I felt like, you know, that was perfectly executed. Just barely enough spacing away was Joey's World Tour from escaping that counterattack. But even then, oh, I love it. Not opting to go for a punish, except just playing it safely, realizing, okay, I got to respect Game & Watch, because Game & Watch has a lot of safe options, can throw out a lot of attacks out of shield. That could potentially kill me, especially at this kind of percent.
AmazingMAndrew's focused a little bit too much on Nair being the prominent starter. I like the just burn Thundaga. Cutting yourself off from spells because you don't want to use one is detrimental to Sora's neutral especially. All of those spells are super strong in a variety of situations, as Nair does close out the stock for Joey's World Tour, who's just been, playing this super good, like, camp-in-your-face type of game. Game & Watch has amazing reversals. You just need to put yourself in the position to use them, of which he's done extremely well. Not to mention all of these juggles. Game & Watch up air lasting for so long and can be really hard for Sora to properly counterplay.
All right, right now 86% and then some of extra credit being tacked on, as the back air will be enough to take the stock. And even then, AmazingMAndrew in the beginning of that game 1 looked to be playing it really well, but you know, it's just the adaptation, and especially once you're down against a character like Game & Watch and you realize I have no other option but to get in, because projectiles don't really do much, can't do much. And that was really, you know, that was a heartbreaking watch. You know, just watching that down smash. He got the call out, he got everything correctly, but the execution didn't go because, I mean, the mechanics of this game can be a little bit wonky at times.
He just misled. It's a little unfortunate, but I like the pick of running it back to Battlefield. The stage really didn't offer anything really all that poorly. You just need to be careful with some of your strings, and I know that while Nair loops and combos out of neutral air are so strong, and you can get so many clean extensions, if you miss your combos, you're negating a ton of your damage. You don't need a ton of it, so comboing into up air early may be your best bet, as well as finding additional grounded starters like down tilt or poking around with forward tilt, especially trying to find those 2-frames. May be the name of the game for AmazingMAndrew if they're looking for success here against the Blizzard. But again, off to a pretty strong start in this game, but you have to contest with the... you understand that at least Pink Cage is very, very comfortable in coming from behind like this because they know Game & Watch can play very hard to hit.
And I want to see a little bit more of that. We saw the counter come out as Game & Watch went for the upbeat, just barely missing it out. I want to see more of that from AmazingMAndrew. Whenever they find the opportunity, you saw the up smash almost connecting for Joey's World Tour, but instead, AmazingMAndrew throwing out the F smash, calling it out, and getting that first blood.
Yeah, looking for what looked like a boost grab, but Pink Cage just jumped right over and lingering up high like that for the back air. Not willing to commit to down air too soon, and AmazingMAndrew fell right into the ploy that it looked like Pink Cage was setting up. Oh, this is huge damage.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Sora, Sora having one of the better, if not the best recovery in the game. A character like Game & Watch is not afraid to go as deep as they need to off stage because their recovery may not be the best, but can go pretty far, extends pretty far, the up angle of it, and then the air dodge to get you back safely on stage. You're going to see Pink Cage or Joey's World Tour, whatever you want to call them, just kind of going as deep as they have to if it means they'll be able to get the stock.
A lot of counter picks here, but I like the expanded use of spells from AmazingMAndrew. He oftentimes in Game 1 would get stuck on Thundaga, and this time he's using it a little bit more frequently, just as guards and in places where Joey's World Tour won't reliably bucket it. But that was an amazing setup coming out from Joey's World Tour.
Oh, and the taunt. I don't know who wins that. He's having a little bit of fun now. He realized, it's my game to win. It was kind of a janky way to die, a down smash just sending you all the way to the top, especially when it's a move that we know to just bury you. But, Joey's World Tour having a little bit of fun, and I thought he was going to go for the up B there. That probably could have been the stock, too.
This is no jump. Oh, yeah, had to up B early, and goes all 3 Sonic Blades. Again, little mix-ups I feel like are really going to help evolve AmazingMAndrew because they seem like they have a lot of some really solid Sora stuff down. Getting understanding how strong things like short hop Firaga are, and the high profile on that down smash. Not only a high profile, but a little bit of invincibility on it as well. Super helpful for scramble situations just like that. But you're going to need a really solid combo starter. Maybe you hold on to Thundaga a little bit here, see if you can get a combo out of IDJ up air, but you're just looking to get back at this point.
I love the recovery option right there. Opting to fade back a little bit just to avoid a dare from connecting, whether it was going to be a spike or whether it was going to send him. It saved him from what could have been a harder hill to climb. But right now, just Pink Cage using all the safe options. Yes, opting to go for up B, but immediately just mashing the A button, putting himself in scenarios where, he's not getting punished.
This is a really tough... I mean, it's so simple, but it's so hard for Sora to get around. This bacon just falls at such a right angle. It forces Sora to go really high. That's the benefit of Battlefield, having that top platform to retreat to.
Thundaga coming in clutch right there for AmazingMAndrew, and you're playing with your food right now. It seems like that's what Joey's World Tour is trying to do, but finally gonna get the stock. Hey, my key's better than yours. That's exactly what Game Watch is telling Sora.
As crazy as Sora's up air is, it doesn't reach as far vertically as the straight down air from Game & Watch. Almost had that air dodge read, and that could have been a really important moment from AmazingMAndrew where you have the read, but you just lose a lot of the damage off of it. And I feel like that felt like the story of the game for both games for AmazingMAndrew, where it's just little inconsistencies, little misses, doing some similar routes for Sonic Blade, like always doing 3 Sonic Blades 90% of the time. Like it really ends up hurting you for a character that can play so flexible, especially on Battlefield. And Game & Watch eats that alive because little mistakes can lead to 40 damage, can lead to instant up smashes, can lead to just how do you get down from up air. And Pink Cage really displayed that.
Yeah, I mean, Not a fan of both of those characters.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta really say. But either way, like we mentioned before, Pink Cage is on that come up. It really displayed what it is that Game Watch is all about. You already have people like Meister, Monty doing really good with the character, but Pink Cage is just displaying a little bit of what Tri-State has to offer when it comes to the Game Watch, and pretty good performance. And I could see him going the distance today. Not one of the more stacked fusions that we had, but even then, with 30 plus entries, we have just so many players right off the back. As I mentioned before, Leon's here. Malarson has been on a tear. KGP, Pharaoh, BD Bean is here today as well. We have a lot of solid players from the PR and potential, potential players who can make the PR as well.
The potential next PR.
Yeah.
We promise it's coming.